If you think expired domains are dead in 2026, let me tell you, you are completely wrong. In 2026, the use of expired domains and sites ranking using expired domains is way higher than ever before. In all the most competitive niches, you will find expired domains have the most strongest ranking when it comes to ranking well on Google for most competitive terms like iGaming, like neutral, like health, and more such complicated niches. If you are a beginner, or if you are just starting out, or you are already starting, you're trying to struggle with your rankings and you're looking out for a way to rank faster and better, then using an expired domain can be just so much better. But the problem is, most people think either expired domains are dead, or most people think it's pretty hard to find expired domains, or even if you find an expired domain, that domain, highest chances are that domain will not work. The reason is because you are actually finding the wrong expired domains. You don't know the correct way to make that expired domain live, because this is what matters the most right now. It's not the old traditional way that you buy an expired domain and boom, you just install WordPress and you go live. That's not how you live an expired domain and make a website and earn millions with an expired domain. Rather, it's a proper procedure now. It's a proper way how you actually buy an expired domain. What are the things that you should look at an expired domain when you go to buy for an expired domain, and what's the correct process of making an expired domain live, because it totally depends now on how you make that domain live again, right? So in this video, I will be telling you how to find the right expired domain, what are the things that you need to check before buying an expired domain, and if you want to know what are the best places to buy expired domain, I'll be telling you a couple of marketplaces as well in this video. So stay tuned, let's get started. The first thing that you need to make sure while buying an expired domain is obviously checking the web archive. Yes, before you move on to any metrics, before you move on to any backlinks, indexing, or anything, first things that you should check hands-on is the history, the way back of the website. That what was the website beforehand while it actually got expired, right? So you need to make sure the website was, if the domain is non-dropped, it is perfect. Now you'll ask me, what is non-dropped? Non-dropped is the meaning of non-dropped is the domain was actually never dropped. The original user kept that website for the longest time, and then maybe the business got shut down, or the thing that does not exist right now, then these are the best types of domains that will help you rank the best. But if you see that the domain was dropped 1 or 2 times, it is okay. Like, you should not just leave the domain because it got dropped 1 or 2 times. But anything above 2, you should avoid those types of domains, right? And make sure that the niche of the website did not change massively, or even if the domain got changed, make sure the websites that got made were not of spam niches, like promoting a health article or something of that sort. It should be clean. Bonus tip over here is, if that domain was originally a business with a GMB, with social profiles, with actual traffic, this could be a very big winner. I will be showing you an example of my one expired domain that was actually a dental clinic. We ranked that domain in a very competitive niche in the US and we got massive traffic. I'll be telling you from where did I bought that domain and how you can buy that domain, what was the way that we actually made that domain live so that it got so much success, right? But regardless, the first thing that you need to check is way back. Make sure the way back is clean, it has no spam, the web domain is less dropped, and even if it is dropped, it should not have any suspicious niche websites made on that. Moving on, then you can go ahead and check with Google's indexing. Google's indexing is not very important, because if the domain got expired, chances are Google now quickly removes websites that are not working from indexing. So if the history is clean and the domain is not indexed, chances are the domain will get indexed when you make that live again. So indexing is not very important. Third thing that comes that you should check at the last, ideally this used to be the first thing that people used to check, but now with so many years, things have changed quite a bit. So then you can check with the matrix. Now you'll ask me what matrix to look for. First thing that you should look for is referring domains. Like, does that domain have good referring domains from big authority website coming to homepage or a particular page? Make sure that links coming in should not be scattered all across the website pages, because it will be hard for you to recover all those pages, right? If try that the domain has maximum links to the home page and not to other pages, because if the home page is powerful, then you can utilize that domain very well. Maybe a home page, maybe a subdomain, or maybe a sub page with maximum and best quality of the links. Like, links is the first thing that you should check. Then obviously the anchors they are getting links on, if it is branded, it's excellent. Then you should check for the, obviously the DR and stuff does not really matter anymore. more. But yes, if you are looking to check DI, you may check DI, you may check anchors, right? Make sure it does not have any spam anchors, and if you have spam anchors, then dig down further, like where did it come from, was any history attached to that anchors, or was it just a normal SEO attack on that website? And if that also looks well, then you may just buy that expired domain. And now comes like, Kushal, where do I buy expired domains? The expireddomains.net marketplace is so big. Like, what are the most trusted platforms that you recommend? Though there are a lot of platforms already available, but for the most part, I have been buying a lot of expired domains from mostdomains.com. If I make you'll find the link in the description. As you can see, when you come to the homepage, you will see like they are basically introducing about, you may browse with their inventory, and when you click that purchase directly from the website, you may see that they have all the possible domains with pricing mentioned, the age mentioned, the DA mentioned, the PA mentioned, DR mentioned, number of referring domains mentioned, Google indexing status mentioned. And again, if you click and see details, you will find even more details on where it is registered from, was it dropped, was it non-dropped, historical backlinks, SEO matrix, spam score. You will see the referring domains as well right here itself, right? You will see historical matrix of the domain with organic traffic and stuff, because as I mentioned, traffic is something people usually miss on. They look only for indexing, archive, and domain authority, but they forget that traffic is also very important. So if your domain had any traffic in the past, then it's a very good sign that the domain can still work. And if it is still receiving traffic, it's even excellent, right? And because you get all the matrix displayed right over here, this makes the process of buying age domains, expired domains way more easier, right? And even when you finalize, you can just maybe click add to cart, and you may just click add to cart, and you can just simply just check out, right? Proceed to checkout, and you will be redirected with basic details, payment details. You can just buy this out, and as you can see, the information mentioned are very transparent, are very clean. There is nothing that they are hiding. If the domain has any problem, they are already mentioning that, yeah, it's not dropped, yeah, it had this thing, that thing. And obviously you should check things at your own as well. There might be some things that they could have missed unintentionally, but you may find it. So check according to whatever matrix you are looking for. As you can see here, the spam score is almost 11, so they are telling that it's 11, right? And they're also telling you the history of the traffic and stuff, the linkings. So yeah, Most Domain is a very good platform that I am personally using. And why it is different? Because it is telling you a lot of matrix straight on the website. You don't need to go to a couple of websites to check a lot of things. You may just find it on their website itself. So yeah, like as you saw, we just discussed like what's the best ways, what's the best platform to buy expired domains. Now the last segment of the video is how to make expired domains. Like, usually what is working right now these days is people are actually recovering the old website from web archive. They are downloading those, and they are making the website live on that domain name, and they are either changing and replacing the home page, making sure they give links to the old pages as well, or they are making a sub page in that website, making it more relevant to Google. So this is also very important. As I mentioned in the beginning, it's no more that you buy an expired domain and boom, you change everything and you will think that Google will love it. No, you have to now be relevant, make Google feel like, yeah, this is the original website that was actually there. So yeah, this is how you make the website live as well. So I made a video now on how, like, what things you should make sure while buying an expired domain. Platforms to buy expired domain, there are a couple, but Most Domain is something that I am using quite frequently these days. We have bought like 2-3 expired domains in the recent times, and I'll be sharing the results that we got from those domains and more of that, how to make a website live with expired domain. This is very important. I in fact discussed about this. So that is it, guys, for this video. I hope you enjoyed this video and got some information around age domains, expired domains, what's the correct way, where to buy. And if you like this video, let me know in the comments about your thoughts, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care and bye bye.